Good job. Good job. As the evaluators are writing their stuff down, little story. No, you're good. Thank you, man. As they're writing, come on in, guys. As they're writing their things down, this is what happens typically at about 3:30 on Wednesday afternoons. I've done my final prep for the night service. My office is in those 3 windows back there, and I've done my final prep. I've caught up with NCIS on the TV, and my eyes are starting to do this. And then Joe comes in. And then, and I'm like, oh, yeah, anyway. Yeah, so Joe is the reason I don't get naps on Wednesday. Great job, Joe. Good job, guys. And as our evaluators, if you've never been, I know we have a lot of students here that are here for the first time, and maybe this is your first time ever being involved or experiencing fine arts. Our evaluators are evaluating on a few different areas of criteria, Christian message, and just a bunch of different areas, technique, skill level, all of those sort of things. And so what we do is we give them a few minutes to do that, and then we get ready for the next person. And the next person is songwriting, because we have our next category, so we are in songwriting. But see that right there? If you're a drummer in the room, that kind of hypes you up, doesn't it? That was pretty fun, wasn't it? And so I'm sure you have drummers in your church, and the cool thing about our drummers is, most of them like to work together, and so it's cool that you can disciple somebody while they're playing drums. I mean, that's pretty sweet, right? And so make sure that if you're a drummer next year, I'm pretty sure Joe, are you a junior? As a junior next year, coming as a senior, he's not going to want to be the only percussion solo person in Westside Fine Arts, okay? So put it together and come back strong next year if you love playing drums. I love playing drums. So we'll give our evaluators a few more moments, and then we'll get ready for songwriting. And you're going to see a lot of Polsonites here. I think everybody here is performing today is from Polson, except for my buddy Colt Halverson from Libby later on today. Where's Colt? Hey, buddy. Yeah, you got us good on that rainy night. That rainy Friday night in Libby. Guess what? I'm bringing the number 8 passer in the country next year with a huge offensive line. We're coming after those loggers. Coming after those loggers, man. No, I love you guys. I'm so glad that you were able to get into this, man. Proud of you, buddy. Thank you. So we'll give our evaluators a few more minutes. And while we're doing this, I do want to say we've got some great artwork outside that you can go check out. I want to say thank you to Ennis. Good job, guys. So Ennis, where you at, Ennis? You good? Yeah. Who is McKendra? McKendra, you here? McKendra and Casey. Awesome. And Casey you did visual art, 2-dimensional, and mobile photography. Sweet. And then McKendra, you did mobile photography. Sweet. So make sure you go out there and check out their photography. It's out in the front foyer. And so we'll give the evaluators a few more minutes. And then, of course, Aurora, where are you at? Aurora, that's my name for her. Aurora did visual art. Go check it out. And then we have a first-person essay out there. So go check that out. Where are you at, McKenna? She's in the very back. That's where my students love to sit, in the very back. Just like their youth pastor. Anyway, so you guys good? Cool. All right, so what you'll do is you take all 3 of your sheets, hand them to the middle, and then I don't know where our missionary associate is. Where's she at? All right, y'all give it up for Grace Anderson. So when they're ready, she'll take them back. And I want to say you can't see her because she's in the Thunderdome back there. But Bonnie Klein, one of our associates here, she's our Care and Connection pastor. She's rocking it back there. And while we got a few minutes here in the get-go, give it up for Caleb up there in the top running sound. And you can't see him either, but Matt is running live stream. And so if you have a family member that couldn't make it today, hop on and share either my Facebook, Jason Burrow, or you can go to YouTube and look up New Life Church Polson. It is streaming right now on YouTube. So next up, Next up is in the songwriting category from Polson, Montana, Camden Burrow.
Hi, I'm Camden Burrow. I'm from New Life Church in Polson, and today I will be singing my original song called You Are. One, two, three. All right. You are the love that I need when I'm resting in the unbelief. And you are the breath that I breathe coming out of this oh so deep. And you are the rushing sea overflowing me once again. And you are the freedom I seek when I'm resting in this disbelief, singing you are, you are, you are the one that I need, singing you are, you are, you are the one that I need. And I remember that night when your glory shone upon me, and I was ready to give up, but then you told me it don't stop, 'cause I am all that you need. And you are the one that I need, and you are the love that is clean and will never leave me. And you are the one
great. That's great. Daddy is a happy daddy. Just to let you guys in on a little bit from Camden's history in fine arts as these guys write down those evaluator marks. Camden in South Texas. We grew up in South Texas before we moved here to Montana. Before we were delivered to Montana, because I'll never go back to Texas again, unless it's just to visit my son. If he's watching, I'll love you, son. But no, for real, we had this thing in South Texas called Kids Fine Arts. And so Camden, I've got video of Camden as this little, I think she was 8 years old or something, 9 years old, singing at Kids Fine Arts. And so she's been working in this fine arts, and obviously God's given her an amazing gift, amen? And she plans on going to Canvas School Ministry here after her senior year. So, and she's a junior this year, so she'll be a senior. But I can tell you that it's just amazing. And here in a little bit, you're going to hear from Pastor John Michael from Whitefish and his story of fine arts. And we really want to give enough time here in promoting it. And so I'm going to shut up and let these evaluators evaluate. And we'll be back here in a minute. Hold on, wrong sheet of paper. It's this sheet. Liam Dahl from Polson is up next. And in the hole, Abby DeLay. All right. Next up, from Polson, New Life Church, Liam Dahl.
Check, check. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Hello, my name is Liam Dahl from Polson, Montana, New Life Church, and I will be playing my original called A God I Don't Deserve. Who am I that you would accept me as I am? You love me in whole. Who am I that you would care for me? Give your life and trade it for mine. You are a God I don't deserve. When I'm torn down, cast out, told I am nothing, I will stand my ground in you. 'Cause you are my healer, protector. You are my strength, and all I need is found in you. I'd be wrong if I said I was worthy of the grace you give abundantly to me. I'd be wrong if I said I deserve you or the blessings that you've poured out to me. You are a God I don't deserve. When I'm torn down, cast out, told I am nothing, I will stand my ground in you. 'Cause you are my healer, protector. You are my strength, and all I need is found in you. Healer, protector, you are my strength, you are my redeemer, my savior. God, you're my everything, you're my healer, protector, you are my strength, you are my redeemer, my savior. God, you're my everything, you are a God I don't deserve. When I'm torn down, cast out, told I am nothing, I will stand my ground in you. 'Cause you are my healer, protector. You are my strength, and all I need is found in you. Thank you.
Great job. Great job, Liam. Great job, great job, great job. Hey, Joe, could you come turn the snare off, please? Por favor. Don't want to mess it up. because I know we're going to have worship team here in a little bit. And so next up from Polson, Montana, and when we say next up, you can go kind of stand over there until the evaluators are finished up. And then if I say in the hole, that means who understands baseball? Anybody not understand baseball? Okay, that means you are after the person that's up next, okay? And so from Polson, Montana, up next is going to be Abby DeLay. And then we switch gears to vocal solo, female, senior, and Camden Burrow is in the hole. So we're going to give our evaluators a few minutes, and then we'll get up to our last songwriting bit of the morning. And this is songwriting. All of these things are their own. This is through prayer. I get to listen to one of the most beautiful things in my house, outside of listening to my wife sing, is listening to my daughter sing and put those. Sometimes it's fun listening to that piano at 1 o'clock in the morning. Just kidding. And by the way, just a reminder that the doors are open between these times, so now would be the time to go take a restroom break. I don't know if you knew this or not, but there's a bunch of donuts over in our connection room, and you're more than welcome to help yourself to a donut or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5. Or if you're like me, 6. Actually, that's not true. I'm a diabetic. I probably wouldn't make it out the room. So my wife, who is an avid baseball fan, when we're not beating trash cans, we're watching the Houston Astros. But she reminded me that it is on deck in the hole would be the next person that's sitting in the dugout waiting to get on deck. It's like I didn't coach baseball for years. I don't know these terminologies. And I apologize for that. I'm an American Legion umpire. That's pretty bad. Anyway. So we're going to get back to it here in just a few moments, folks. All right. Up next in the songwriting, the final songwriting participant from Polson, Montana / Kalispell. Give it up for Abby DeLay. And up next on deck is Camden Burrow from Polson for vocal solo.
So tall. Maybe I'm just short. Hello? Is this on? Whoa. Opening my own voice. Yeah, that might be good. Yeah, I'm good. All right. Maybe just a little. Yeah, that's good. Thanks. All right. Hi, my name is Abby DeLay. I'm from New Life Church in Polson, and today I'll be singing a song that I wrote called Where You Are. Lord, you are sovereign. You are the author of peace, and chaos surrounds me. You give me strength. Then, oh my God, I want to be where you are. I want to be held in your arms. Hold me close to your heart, 'cause I just want to be where you are. You are my strong tower. You are the rock on which I stand. And if I fall, if I stumble, you take my hand. And oh my God, I want to be where you are. I want to be held in your arms. Hold me close to your heart, as I just want to be where you are. And I can never forget what you've done for me. And I can never imagine life without thee. And I can never pay the great cost you paid. All that I can do is give you glory and praise. And oh my God, I want to be where you are. I want to be held in your arms. Hold me close to your heart. 'Cause I just want to be where you are. And I just want to be where you are.
Great job. Woo! Love it. Chilling, chilies, chills. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So up next, we are entering in our vocal solo female senior edition. And they actually have a junior and a senior. So if you've got some friends that are in middle school and they're, I don't want to go up against like 11th and 12th graders. You don't do that in fine arts. They do 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So there's nothing to be intimidated about. And so that is, so we have a female senior. And can I tell you, there's no junior hires singing this year here on this side of on the west side. I know there's some beautiful junior high voices out there. And so maybe next year that's for you. After our evaluators get finished here with this, we're going to do a quick evaluator switch. And while we're doing that switch, let me hear a big round of applause for all of our evaluators today. We will introduce them here in a little bit, but for now, Camden Burrow from Polson is up next. Aurora Dahl is on deck, and Anna Spoonable, I'm gonna call you Spoonable just because I love that, is in the hole. And so that'll happen here in just a few moments. Remember, the doors are open. Go grab you a donut. Go enjoy a refreshing, we have one of those cool water filler-upper things, you know, which is kind of like Montana only. I've never seen them anywhere. I remember the first time I was flying here to come check this church out. We were in the airport of Missoula, and we're like, what is that? You can actually put a water bottle in there and refill it? We're used to being sold like 15 water bottles, you know what I'm saying, at $2 a pop. You could refill it here. So anyway, we've got one of those bad boys out there if you need a refresher. All right, at this time we'll have our evaluator switch for the vocal solo. And actually coming off of our evaluator table for right now is Rob Shader. He is the director of ministry, the CSM, director of Canvas School of Ministry. I want to say thank you for him. And then we have an evangelist with us this week from Locust Grove, Georgia. He'll be speaking at our church, Mr. Jason Branson. He's my brother from another mother, so give it up for him. And now if our doors will close. And next up, from Polson, Montana, home of the Pirates. Yeah. Whitefish people, we beat you. My offensive line. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Camden Burrow from Polson, Montana, vocal solo female senior.
So you do it? All right. 1, 2. All right. Okay. Sorry, that was really close. Hi, I'm Camden Burrow from New Life Church in Polson, and today I'll be singing Out of Hiding Father Song by Stephanie Ritzinger Acoustic. Come out of hiding, you're safe here with me. There's no need to cover what I already see. And you've got your reasons, but I hold your peace. And you've been on lockdown, and I hold the key. 'Cause I loved you before you knew it was love, and I saw it all till I chose the cross, and you were the one that I was thinking of when I rose from the grave. Now rid of the shackles, my victory's yours, and I tore the veil for you to come close. There's no reason to stand at a distance anymore. You're not far from home, and I'll be your lighthouse when you're lost at sea. And I will illuminate everything. And no need to be frightened by intimacy. No, just throw off your fear and come running to me. 'Cause I loved you before you knew it was love, and I saw it all till I chose the cross, and you were the one that I was thinking of when I rose from the grave. Now rid of the shackles, my victory's yours, and I tore the veil for you to come close. There's no reason to stand at a distance anymore. You're not far from home. You're not far. Keep on coming. And oh, as you run, what hindered love only become part of the story. And oh, as you run, what hindered love only become part of the story. And oh, as you run, what hindered love will only become part of the story. And oh, as you run, what hindered love will only become part of the story. Oh, yeah. And baby, you're almost home now. Please don't quit now. You're almost home to me. Baby, you're almost home now. Please don't quit now. You're almost home to me. Baby, you're almost home now. Please don't quit now. You're almost home to me.
Great job, kid. Good job. Next up, we've got Aurora Dahl, and on deck, Anna Spawnable. And then after that, we'll switch some gears, and we'll go into pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to the instrumental ensemble. I'm excited about that. And then we've got a string solo. We've got a lot of good stuff. A short sermon, and then some stand-up comedy for you. I cannot wait for the stand-up comedy. I heard a lot of good stuff about the stand-up comedy, so I'm super excited. Hey, listen, if you're excited about graduation, anybody graduating this year? Or anybody thinking about graduating? You thinking about graduating? You're going to graduate. What school do you go to? R. Lee. Nice. Arlie, you must be a doll. This must be the doll set. Are you related to the dolls? Are you like friends of the dolls? You guys are? You're just here for the ride, huh? Awesome. I drove through Arlie last night from the airport. I hope they picked up those deer because the deer carcass was on this side and the head was way over on the other side of the road. I was like, good Lord, he must have been a Mack truck. Anyway, remember that, Jason? That was a little gruesome, all right? And I work in the funeral home. I know what gruesome is. Anyway, but I'm really excited. If you guys are thinking about going to ministry school or you're thinking about getting your degree from an accredited school, guys, Rob Shader's back there, and it looks like there's another CSM student sitting next to him with glasses on. Is that him? So we're working on some CSM students. So make sure you talk to Rob about CSM. It's local. It's in Kalispell, and man, it's rocking. They've got a great program. It's through Northwest University. We'll let him share here in a little bit if he wants to, and while we're between kind of Acts things there. So super excited to have Rob here from CSM. I know I'm a fully supporter of that. Like half the students that go to CSM are from New Life Church or from New Life. Anyway, so excited about having him there. Look at the donuts. I'm seeing people come in with donuts, and I'm seeing people run in the donut direction. So those donuts are out there. And listen, the Lake City Bakery has provided our donuts for us today. It looks like our evaluators are ready. Okay. Next up, from New Life Church here in Polson, Miss Aurora Dahl.
Testing, 1, 2. Good. Hello, my name is Aurora Dahl. I am from New Life Church in Polson, and I will be performing Truth I'm Standing On by Lana Crawford.
I will
Woo! Great job. Good stuff. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you, Aurora. Good job. All right, next up from Polson, Montana, Mrs. Anna Sponable. And on deck is the Humbled from Polson, Montana Instrumental Ensemble. And then in the hole is Miss Sponable again, Spoonable, for her string solo. I'm excited. And so we'll let the evaluators evaluate. Make sure if you need a restroom break or a donut break, they are available. Be liberal with the donuts, all right? Be liberal with those donuts. Eat those things, okay? Keep them away from me. And like I said, I've said a few times, make sure that you, if you haven't checked out the fine arts, all the cool stuff from the artwork and all that good jazz, go out there and check it out. It's right there in the front foyer area. You can even wave at our network youth director, David Alexif, out there. Y'all give it up for Pastor David allowing us to do all of this cool stuff. And I'm kind of excited and super stoked about it because we get to do that on the west side. You know, I like driving to Billings, but not that much, all right? So I kind of like getting up in my own bed and showered in my own shower. You know, I don't have a pool at home, which stinks, but anyway, being able to just drive from down the road versus driving 8 hours is wonderful. I'd imagine if you're from Whitefish, just driving a little bit down the road is wonderful. And so anyway, just to let you guys know, I've been doing fine arts since I was, how old was I? 13? I've been in fine arts and involved in fine arts since I was 13 years old. So I've been doing this for a long time. I'm 40 now, so go figure out. I'm not very good with math, so I don't know how long that is. Anyway, either as a youth pastor or a participant myself. So love fine arts. So hopefully, you guys ready to go? You good? Good job, Summer. While we're here, let's say a big thank you to some of our evaluators. This is Ronnie Killingsworth. He's the pastor, the campus pastor at Fresh Life here in Polson. And the joke is he's Levi Lusko's brother, younger, good-looking brother. And this is Kayla Miller from Way Out Libby Loggers right here, the youth pastor from Libby. And the Lady Valkyrie over here from Big Fork is Mrs. Summer Van Hort. Give it up. Is that the Valkyries, right? That's what they are. Are they the Lady Valkyries? Oh, God. I used to, you know, because I do all announcing, and so I get in trouble when I don't say lady, and then I get in trouble when I do say lady now all of a sudden, because everybody's changing their names on us. Anyway, all right. Coming at you from Polson, Montana, with a female vocal solo, Anna Sponable.
Check. Good? Can you play the track, please? Need the kind of love that... My name is Anna Sponable, and I go to New Life Church, and I'm going to be singing a solo called Fighting for Me by Riley Clements. Need the kind of love that can outlast the night. I need the kind of love that is willing to fight when the going gets tough and my strength's not enough. I see you showing up like never before. This battle for my heart you took on from the start. You are the peace when my mind's at war. And oh, you will never stop fighting for me when I can't fight for myself. Every word is a promise you keep, 'cause you love me like nobody else. You stand up for me, and darkest night, when my faith is weak, you're still by my side. You will never stop fighting for me. Oh yeah, yeah. In the perfect timing, you make all things right. Ooh, you paint a silver lining in this heart of mine. When the going gets tough and my strength's not enough, I see you showing up like never before. This battle for my heart you took on from the start. You are the peace when my mind's at war. No, you will never stop fighting for me when I can't fight for myself. Every word is a promise you keep, 'cause you love me like nobody else. You stand up for me in the darkest night, when my faith is weak, you're still by my side. You will never stop. You will never stop fighting for me. Your love is pulling me closer, and your heart is winning me over. And your love is pulling me closer, your heart is winning me over. You will never stop fighting for me, fighting for me. Every word is promise you keep. Oh, yeah. You're by my side. You will never stop. You will never stop fighting for me. And your love is winning me over. And your heart is pulling me closer. And your love is winning me over. And your heart is pulling me closer. You will never stop fighting for me.
Awesome. Great job, Anna. That was so great. Hey, I'm John Michael Weaver. I am the youth pastor at Whitefish Assembly, and it was our privilege to come down today just to cheer you guys on. I love getting to see Polson, and who else do we have? We've got Hamilton, I know, here on art, Ennis as well, and a few others. I know we're missing someone. Libby, yes. Love it. Love seeing you guys here. And this art, you guys all just family and friends here cheering them on? That's so cool. I love it. It's such a special thing. I got to tell you, I grew up doing fine arts throughout middle school and high school, and my students have heard a lot in Whitefish how much of an impact it was on me, but I wanted to share with you guys, because not only did I get the opportunity to grow my gifts growing up, I knew I wanted to be a pastor, so I was working on things like singing and preaching and all this different stuff. And as our adjudicators are going, I wanted to just share with you guys this morning. You may not know this, but fine arts has the capability of helping you earn scholarships towards college. I myself had the privilege of going to Northwest University, loved it, and I had multiple scholarships because of fine arts. Preaching scholarships, music scholarships, drama, and different things like that. All that helped it make possible for me to be able to afford going to school and chasing after the calling that God had given me. So I want to encourage you, if you're here today and you're like, man, I don't know, I'm not participating, but that seems scary. I want you to know there's benefits beyond right now. And if you're a parent, maybe in the room, you're going, hey, a scholarship sounds really good right now because college is really expensive. Beyond that, we had some really incredible experiences. If you don't know, there's our local fine arts, but there's also a national fine arts level. So if you compete here and you're invited to the national level, we got to go to Washington, D.C., to Austin, Texas. We got to go to Kansas City, Missouri. We have these different experiences, and seeing the talent around the country, you guys, is incredible. I think I think Montana needs to represent around the country. They need to see the talent in this great state. And so I'm going to encourage you guys to keep going after it. Fine arts is about discovering, developing, and deploying your gifts. And God has given each and every one of you gifts. So if you're a teenager in the room, I want to encourage you to do something. Encourage you next year at this time, this room is like double the size because we've got more students involved and even greater things happening. Wanted to encourage you to do that. I wanted you to know that there's benefits beyond just what you're going to learn right here, but I hope that you're experiencing the value of growing your gifts so that you can use them to minister and make a difference right here, right where you are in your church. Good stuff? All right, judges, are we about ready? We got one coming up here in just a minute, our adjudicators. Right on. So I'm pretty sure we're still saying it wrong because isn't it on deck and then in the hole? Isn't that how it works? I don't know. Anyway, come on, baseball players. You should be able to tell me. I love it. There we go. So on deck, coming up next, we're going to be switching over to an instrumental ensemble, traditional by a group called The Humbled from Polson. You guys can go ahead and get ready. And then in the hole is going to be our string solo from Anna Sponable from Polson, and that's going to be great as well. So are you guys about ready? Great. Our group's coming on up. You guys can bring what you need to.
Yeah! You know, now when I'm thinking, we should have called you Striper 2.0. That's awesome. The reboot. Good job, guys. Y'all give it up for the Humbled from Polson, Montana. Good job, gentlemans. Good job. Good job. Good job. Next up, we've got string solo, Anna Sponable from Polson, followed by short sermon. We're moving over to the preacher, Aurora Dahl, and then stand-up comedy is In the Hole with Christopher Sobke. Stopke? Sopke. 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 Sop. I was working my, stand-up comedy. No bueno? It's not good, is it? It's only good when you're shoving pizza in your mouth. All right. We'll be here in just a moment. Make sure that if you are kind of in the outlaying areas and the doors are closed and the performances are going on, just please, especially in your connection room, please keep your conversations to a dull roar, because it does travel. So. Oh, by the way, just to kind of echo what John Michael was talking about, this is really cool. Pre-pandemic, we were talking about this at breakfast this morning. We brought a white boy from Whitehall, Montana, to Fine Arts in Orlando, and he entered into the hip-hop category, and there's 50, 60 rappers, and he took second place in the entire country in hip-hop. His name's Dawson Lannis. He is actually now the youth pastor at Whitehall Assembly of God. And so you see him at camp. He's the cool guy with the boots that come up to his kneecaps. You know that guy? I'm just kidding. He used to wear boots that come to, he kind of had those high boots, you know what I mean? I couldn't floss those, bro. Anyway, you guys almost done up here? Look at all those donuts. Thank you. Eat those donuts, ladies. Eat those donuts. And gentlemen, sorry. God, sorry, dude. You slipped in on me there, bro. Slipped in on me. Coolness. It's that awkward moment. And by the way, typically we'd be playing music between, just kind of like light music, but we are live streaming, so we want to make sure we keep the copyright gods happy with us. I don't want to have to go in there and like argue with YouTube, so it's kind of the awkward silence. Just stare at each other awkwardly. Stare. Care Bear stare. Is that show even, that sounds like something cancel culture right there. No, I'm just kidding. You're too nice. Don't use the rainbow that way. Anyway, nobody pays me in gum. I'm a real boy. Anyway, you were waiting for it. All right, so you guys ready? All right, next up from here in Polson, Montana, with her string solo, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Anna Sponable and her accompanist.
Okay, so I'm Anna Sponable, and this is my accompanist, Jessica Dexter. And we are going to be playing Pocahontas, The Colors of the Wind from Pocahontas by Alan Menken.
Great job. Jessica, sorry about the piano pedal. I don't know. There's something crazy in the wires. We're gonna look at that. But the awesome thing about this whole thing is, and if you go into the rule book and you look at the rules, our evaluators evaluate Anna only. So the accompaniment is just there. So if that were to happen to you in a fine arts during a fine arts presentation, just do it like you practiced it as best you can. And the evaluators will, or in Jason Branson's case, your honor, will evaluate that only, and you're playing only. And so, just to let you guys know, in case you're wondering. So thank you guys. Sorry about that. I think they're trying to. We have problems with the pedal a lot, and that's a brand new pedal, which is weird. And so, anyway, that's what happens when you shop at the. That's what happens when you shop at the half-price pedal mart. Just kidding. It's a pretty decent pedal, to be honest with you. Colton's back there going, oh crap. That's what you get for all those stupid chainsaws. Anyway, just kidding. You'll only get that if you're from Louis. Just kidding, brother. Just kidding. Do we have another? It may have looked like I went in there to get a lectern, but I really went in there to get a cheese stick and some juice. Just kidding. All right, we're going to do a evaluator switch real quick. At this time, we're going to, evaluators, if you need to do the restroom break or something of that nature, go ahead. We're going to take just a few moments as we are ahead of schedule. Great. And Aurora's over there going, come on. I can just see it in her facial expressions. You know, Aurora, now that I think about it, you're about to get a youth pastor beat down. Do you know they have a t-shirt category at Fine Arts? Did you know that they have t-shirt category at Fine Arts? You could have put a t-shirt in with all that cool bling. Yes. Yes. Mom, don't you do t-shirts and design that kind of stuff? Oh, Lord, there's another Superior with Invitation waiting for you with your name is literally on. Anyway, I don't know if you know this. I don't know, Whitefish, you got a great youth pastor who does the cool techie stuff. Did you know you can do, like, there's designs, there's, like, all kinds of cool stuff, website, all kinds of neat stuff, all that kind of good stuff. So, you know, Whitefish people, talk to your youth pastor. And here's the cool part about this is, so as the Aurora gets ready to come up and preach, the cool thing is she got to spend time with our lead pastor here, Chris Sopke. Give it up for Pastor Chris. And once again, we're talking about discipleship, and that's what Fine Arts is all about. So she, you know, most of the time you don't go in and spend time in the pastor's office unless you're in trouble, right? In youth ministry, right? Like you broke a window or punched a hole or rode somebody who was demon-possessed through a wall. Did that when I was a youth pastor early on. And anyway, but he got to spend some time with Aurora, and Aurora got to spend some time with him. That's awesome. This is Fine Arts in motion, not just on the day of from the stage, okay? This is from the moment the Lord drops the word in your heart, the refining process of it, and then the delivery. That's good stuff. So, you guys ready? Yeah, because you're coming up, bro. You're rocking. No worries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next up from Polson, Montana, with her short sermon, give it up for Aurora Dahl.
Is it on? Yes, it is. I remembered. Okay. Ooh, there it is. Hello, my name is Aurora Dahl. I am from New Life Church in Polson, and this is my short sermon, Be Ready. So, a lot of things have been happening lately, and one day last year I was talking with my dad, and he was telling me about a lot of things that had been happening earlier that week. And it kind of occurred to me that, that kind of sounds like the end of the world. And it really did. And honestly, it frightens me a little to talk about the last days. But then again, truth is something that we all need to hear, but we don't necessarily want to hear it. 2 Timothy 3:1-5, people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness but denying its power. Honestly, I've been wanting to talk about the last days for a long time because I believe that it's going to happen soon. Last year I did a sermon on being prepared, but never in that sermon did I tell how to be prepared or a good way to be prepared. Being prepared is a lot more than just singing and praying and going to church. It involves listening and doing as the Bible says. Ephesians 1:1-2. Therefore be imitators of God, as beloved children, and walk in love as Christ loved us and gave himself up for us, a fragrant offering and sacrifice to God. So, being an imitator, you have to, a good example of being an imitator is doing as God would do. So say you're at a friend's house and they're getting into an argument with their parents and they're yelling all over. Then you go home and your parents are mad at you for something. Do you start yelling at them? No, you shouldn't. You should be an imitator of God and just respect them. Don't do as your friends did in disrespecting your parents. Also, walk in love. If a friend comes up to you and says, hey, let's go out drinking tonight, should you say, yeah, let's go? No, you walk them in the right direction and tell them, I don't think I'm gonna go tonight, and nor should you. And you try to get them to do something else. Walking in Christ's love is a lot more than just saying, I'm loved and I follow him a little. You have to do your best to help your friends walk in his love, and don't let them walk on the path that only ends in death, because where they're walking right now, they're walking towards a cliff, and they're gonna die, and you can't stop them unless you do something about it. As you become an imitator of God and walk in his love, you can also help your friends walk and become an imitator with you. The world is coming to its final chapter, and we need to wake up and realize it. We need to open our eyes and see it and do what God has called us to do, to prepare others and to tell others about his mighty name. See, we're all going to make it to the final judgment one way or another. And when God looks on us Christians, I do hope that he says, welcome home, my child, well done. But I often wonder, what will he say about others? Matthew 7:21, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Honestly, it pains me to not be able to say that we can save everybody, because we won't be able to. I was reading through what I already had for this sermon, and I started crying because we won't be able to, because they're just those people. The Bible says that God is coming in a time we do not expect. It is the final chapter. So as I was talking with my father, it became very clear to me that we don't have much time left. So please, please listen and get yourself on the right path, and then go help others get on the right path. Don't let them walk off a cliff. Thank you.
Woo! Good job. Can I repent right now? Will you pray for me? Altar time, altar call. Hello. Good job. I'm going to move this out the way. Put it over here. That's the anointed pencil. Yep. So next up, we've got stand-up comedy with Christopher Sopke from Polson. On deck, the New Life student worship team. And then in the hole, Colton Halverson from Libby, Montana. Crank it like a chainsaw. That should be your guys' intro music. Like, do you remember that song, Crank It Like a Chainsaw, Family Force 5? Dude, that should be your entry song. Dude. Ronnie's over here bragging because, yeah, I think they did that at Fresh Life one time. Jeez, jerk. No, that was the Gray guy. He was preaching on John Gray, right? I was just kidding. Shut up. Skillet came and performed for me personally at my church. I love Fresh Life. We have a wonderful relationship. In fact, yeah, anyway, no, I'm not going to go there. Oh, you don't like it at New Life? Well, go to Fresh Life. They'll come back. Yeah, they'll come back. Oh, man. Listen, if you're a youth pastor in the room or a pastor in the room, I want to encourage you, make friends in ministry in your community. You're better together. We're all better together. We work with Fresh Life here locally through Marion Market. We brought hope to like hundreds of people during Christmas, and here in just a few weeks we'll have extravaganza here where we'll probably have 800 to 1,000 people on our campus, and they've helped us, and we're going to actually bless some of the folks, some of the kids that received some gifts during the Christmas give for Marion Market with their own. We actually got these cool little signs that says your house has been egged by New Life Church. We're actually going to go into the community and do egg hunts at the kids at their houses out in the community. So it's pretty cool, both in Polson and in Ronan. And so it's good to be on the same team. We're all in the kingdom, amen? No matter what you got, AG, non-denom, whatever. So we just love being partners with these guys. Next year, I think Levi Lusko is actually coming to evaluate, right? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. It's your brother, so make a call, man. How many of you guys would just shake in your boots if Levi Lusko was the guy evaluating your short sermon? We could get you some sleeves. They sell those things online, you know. You'd be like, as you do this and preach, you can just have your little starter kit going. I call it the Levi Lusko starter kit because I love running. And the great part about this guy is he's from the South, so we all understand each other. What? Yeah. Hmm? Yeah? Come on, Cooter Brown. You guys ready? Finishing up here. Also, while we have a few moments, if you haven't met Grace Anderson, she's going to the Fulani people. She's going to rock it. In fact, Fulani, actually, the Fulani people were in the news not too long ago. I was actually following this, and they had some guerrilla warfare, something going on over there. And so be praying for the Fulani people. And she's called to go and reach the Fulanis. And if you haven't had her at your church yet and you have influence at your church, bring her to your church. She's a wonderful speaker. We had her on a Wednesday night. The kids absolutely loved her. And so make sure you have her come and be at your church, speak to your students or to the main service, and give her a lot of money because we need more missionaries. So, we're always waiting on that kid from Georgia. I know. We may play good football in the South, but we don't know how to add. We're in the squad. In fact, I think at the University of Georgia, we can play football, but we got somebody from Georgia Tech, some engineer running the scoreboard. Anyway. So, ladies and gentlemen, next up, I'm excited. One of the younger guys in our group, Mr. Christopher Sapke, doing stand-up comedy. Here we go.
Hello, my name is Christopher Saki, and this is my comedy. If you don't know me, I'm a pastor's kid. You think pastor's kids don't argue, they'd always share, they'd pray 5 hours a day. Let me tell you how it really is. We pretty much do none of that. Most of the time, we praise in the car when my dad's driving. Let me tell you about my dad. He was born in Indiana, in Indianapolis, where the Indy 500 racetrack is. We really think he wants to be a race car driver instead of a pastor, because every time we get in the car with him, he drives 90 miles an hour. And he also likes adventures too. He's like, let's go to Missoula. I have a shortcut. It was in the middle of the mountains, and it was the middle of winter, and the roads were not plowed. So we get up there and get stuck. And every time we spin our wheels, we creep inch by inch closer to the edge. Vroom, vroom. He taught us 3 spiritual lessons. Praying without ceasing. Vroom. And he encouraged us to fast, because we only had one teensy-weeny little bag of airline peanuts. For the 7 of us. For 7 hours. Hey, it wasn't all that bad. We had a bathroom that had a 360-degree view. And he taught us forgiveness. Do you know how hard it is to sit in a car when you have ADHD? Let me tell you why I am. My Nana also believes in praying. Every time my dad pulled a prank or scared my Nana or yelled, she always says, I'm gonna pray that you have kids just like you. My mom is not happy about that prayer request being answered. See, me, my dad, and my sister are all crowned with being neurodiverse. My mom is technically the odd one in the family. This reminds me of a little song I know. One of these things is not like the other. One of these things just doesn't seem to belong. One of these things is not like the other. Hey, you guessed it, it's my mom. Please pray for my mom so she can undo the last 40 years of my Nana's praying. Just let me leave you with this. Be careful what you pray for, because it might come true.
Good job, Sofky! Good job, buddy. Super proud of you, man. Yeah. Listen, if you don't go to New Life, you may not get a lot of those jokes, but boy, if you're from New Life, you know what he's saying, man. I remember I got a call. We can't find... Pastor Chris decided he wanted to go for a drive in the winter. And 7.5, 8 hours later, and oh man, you just gotta, you gotta hear this story. Christopher, you knocked it out of the park. Good job, kid. Good job. And so here up next, oh my goodness. Can we do that tomorrow at church, please? Please? We got to do that tomorrow at church. I'm telling you. That was awesome. Oh, man. Good job, kid. All right. Oh, the church would, we'd have to double up on Kleenexes, not because they're crying, because they're laughing so much. Anyway. Oh, we love making fun of each other around here at New Life, don't we? God, what is that old thing? Well, there's God's got a sense of humor, and here's how we know it, because he created us. Anyway, I do want to say this. I want to say this. If you don't have plans this summer, make some plans to go to summer camp, right? Summer camp is a place that will totally rock you, and I'm excited to say that summer camp is open. And are we going full capacity, Pastor David, this year? We're going to rock. Oh, probably more. That's right. We're going to pitch tents down by the riverside. Anyway, it's going to be a great time. July the 12th through the 17th. If you're going into 9th grade through 12th grade, the deadline is July 8th at midnight, I think, noon. It says at 12 p.m. You want to come on down, Pastor David, give us some insight on that? And then there's junior high camp, middle school camp, and that is July the 26th through the 31st. And you can do all of that signing up at montanastudentministries.com. Here comes Pastor David to tell you more. Give it up for Montana Network UID, David Alexiv. Hold on.
Listen, I never want to applaud. I just want cash. So, listen, I'm going to give you guys in on a little secret here. The cost of camp is $190 right now. Just on our DYD page of Sharing Across, we are one of the cheapest camps in America and one of the best places in America, right? And so I want to tell you this. The price goes up in a month from $190 to $210. Over $200, you kidding me? How many of you guys send your kids to sports camps? Music camps, all that kind of stuff, science camps, it's a lot more money. So make sure you get your kids signed up sooner than later, because here's the deal. Capacity is 700 at camp. I'm one to break the rules and go more, but you want to ensure your spot sooner than later, right? That's all right. Hey, live stream, sign up for camp. Duh. But for real, it's going to be an amazing time. We've got a lot of cool things planned, and so and I just want to say this because this until we have lunch, I want to say thank you for believing in fine arts. It's a important part of what we do as a movement, and I'm going to share some stuff at lunch, so you don't want to miss that about this generation and what God has in store for them. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Pastor David. Good stuff. I'm excited because we do this. Are we doing Glacier's Got Talent again this year? Oh, yeah. Because I'll be asking. So we do kind of a similar thing, or we have done in the past, kind of like this, is to promote fine arts. And so make sure that if you weren't able to participate now because you're kind of on the fence about it, definitely sign up for Glacier's Got Talent if it's available this summer. And it sounds like we're going to have a lot of fun this summer. We'll be with you in just a moment. They got to finish a text message. Okay. Alrighty then. You guys ready? We switching out again? All right. Sweet. Once again, give it up for our judges. Or excuse me, sorry. Evaluators, David, I love you. Our evaluators. Whew. Thank God we don't have to say adjudicators. I mean, how many times you say adjudicators? It just sounds anti-Semitic. Anyway, that's bad. Adjudicators, that's bad. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, up next we have got from Polson, Montana, the New Life Student Worship Team. Come on up. You are up. And last but definitely not least, the cutest guy in Libby, Montana, Colton Halverson's up next.
Ready? No? Okay. Come on. Hands on the floor. Are you ready? Let's go. All right. Okay. Hi, everybody. We're the New Life Student Worship Team, and from New Life. And we are singing Glorious Day by Leland and Waymaker by Passion. And if you guys could stand up and worship with us, that'd be amazing.
Let's do this.
Okay. Give it a go. Woo!
It was my turn till I met you. I was dreaming, but not alive. All my failures I tried to hide. It was my turn till I met you. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness to your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness to your glorious day. My mercy is saved. glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out that grave, out of the darkness to your glorious day. I needed rescue, my sin was heavy. The chains break at the weight of your glory. I needed shelter, I wasn't yours. You called me a citizen of heaven. When I was broken, you were my healing. But your love is the air that I'm breathing. I have a future, my eyes are open. 'Cause when you called my name, I ran out of that grave, out of the darkness to your glorious day. You called my name, and I ran out that grave, out of the darkness to your glorious day.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you, and I worship you. Come on, sing it, guys. And you are here, working in this place. I worship you, and I worship you. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. You are here, touching every heart, and I worship you, and I worship you. You are here, healing every heart, and I worship you, and I worship you. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. 'Cause you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And that is who you are. And that is who you are. 'Cause that is who you are. And that is who you are. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. And you are waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. Waymaker, I love it. Ay, 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 ay. Just wipe some tears on my babies right now. Those are my babies. Those are my babies. Anyway, coming up next, our last person of the morning, and we are awesomely ahead of schedule. How about that? Come on, somebody. So we're going to take a few moments, and we're going to give Mr. Halverson a few moments to adjust to that pedal, off the record adjustments to the pedal, because actually every participant that comes up actually gets 60 seconds, or 90 seconds, I think, to prepare and get the things ready. We're going to give them a little time because of that last opportunity with the keyboard. So as these guys finish here with the evaluation, we've got our piano solo here in just a few moments, and then we're going to take a break, and then we're going to have pizza from the Cove. I'm excited about the pizza from the Cove. Yes, please. It's some of the best pizza in town, in my opinion. It's good stuff. And so, anyway, if you're a ladies basketball player for the Pirates, make sure you look at your phone. There was a text message sent out during the during this presentation, the last presentation. So we'll be ready to go here in just a few moments. It doesn't work down here. Where's Camden? Come. Yeah, you just throw it up against the wall, and you'd be surprised at how good fast it comes back working. That's kind of how we work it. That's kind of how we do things around here. So you good? I think so, yeah. Cool. We're waiting for the evaluators to finish up. Cool, really cool. I've got this piano downstairs that I'm taking all the insides out, and I'm gonna put a keyboard inside it and line it with LED lights, and it's gonna be super cool, man. It's gonna be pretty sick. How does this feel having your youth pastor evaluating you? There's like this stare down going on right now. It's no pressure. I've seen you play football. There's no pressure. Awesome. You guys ready? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Halverson from Libby.
Hi, I'm Colton Halverson, senior from Libby, and I'm going to be doing a medley of So I Can Only Imagine, All in All, and Reckless Love. Sorry. you.
Great job. Good job, dude. Good job. Have everybody had an exciting time today? Everybody had an exciting, it was pretty good stuff, right? A lot of talent here in Montana, and